What would you do if you found out something you cherished was possessed? Would you try and throw it away? Destroy it? Maybe sell it to some unsuspecting buyer? And how did it become haunted in the first place? Those are the questions we're going to ask as we explore those very objects. Some you might be familiar with, others so obscure that they've been lost to the sands of time until now. I'm your host, Evan O'Hare. Welcome to Haunted Objects.
Thanks for watching Haunted Objects. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click the bell so you can be notified when new episodes of Haunted Objects goes live. Now back to the show.
Today we're going to take a look at strange disputes surrounding a haunted doll named Angela, whose eon-old spirit doesn't believe in the repayment of debt. So before you buy that trinket at a garage sale or accept that family inheritance, take a look at these haunted objects. That got your attention, didn't it? Next up in the courtroom of the supernatural to be heard is the curious case of Angela, her previous owner Mark, and her new owner Chris. All three found themselves the center of a blistering courtroom battle on national television when they appeared in Judge Rinder's court with a seemingly simple claim. Or was it?
Thing is, you agreed to purchase this.
Yeah, that's right, I did.
How much for?
Well, obviously, I said to Mark, I'll, pay him £50 a week. She's very close to me, and she's good. She's very fond of me.
You don't think she's evil, unlike
No,
Mark?
I don't think she's evil.
She's not sort of evil, she's just a little bit misunderstood.
Yeah, basically.
How do you know? I mean, what does she say to you? I mean, does she say, I'm having a bad day, I'll go outside for a cigarette?
The central issue being contested was a man's claim that he never received the full payment of £800 for his tale of a purportedly haunted doll. The original owner, Mark Davies, a seller of haunted items, obtained the doll from the high priestess of a coven in Cornwall, but was experiencing what was to be described as demonic activity. As the story goes, Angela was not on general sale, but Chris had a dream where Angela was being buried in a SATA carrier bag and contacted Mark to question whether he had buried the doll. To both their surprise and shock, Mark had in fact buried the doll after an evening of particularly heavy activity.
Wow!
Arrangements were made to send the doll to Chris, who tested it and was getting lots of EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. Seemingly elated with this purchase, Chris continued to bond and investigate. Mr. Davies, however, was not quite so happy, as one thing Chris did not do was complete the transaction.
Now, sir, you sold, or you agreed to sell Angela to Chris. How much for?
£800, Judge.
Chris, did you agree to pay that money?
I did at the time.
You did at the time, that's very important. Now, did you think the doll, before you received it, was worth £800?
Oh, no.
Well, why did you promise to pay £800?
Because I wanted to investigate it. I was intrigued by it. Now, to me, she's worth more than £800.
Well, that makes it rather more difficult for you. Where's the money?
Mark was so unhappy, in fact, that he ultimately filed a complaint against Chris for non-payment. Chris's defense was the doll was threatening him if he were to pay the money. Mr. Power told the courtroom that after paying an initial £200, Angela told him not to pay anything further to Mr. Davies.
Where's the money?
Well, Angela, she told me that I mustn't pay it.
She also asked for a new box to be constructed for her to reside in.
What's the rest of that stuff in? I mean, that's a coffin, I presume.
Yeah, that was well, that wasn't the one, the original one, what she came in. She wanted me to make her a new one. She's very close to me, and she's good. She's very fond of me.
Unsurprisingly, the judge ordered that the rest of the money should be paid to Mr. Davies since he no longer was in possession of Angela. Mr. Powers, however, was in happy possession and has since been utilizing Angela and spreading the word of her demonic talents. On his YouTube channel and via magazine articles, it seems Angela is still as active and tenuous as ever.
Okay, here we are.
His partner Sharon spent a night in a caravan with the doll, during which she claims to have been not only choked by him and traumatized by poltergeist activities, which included, but was not limited to, moving chairs on command, making scratching and scraping noises, hiding clothing and electronics, locking and unlocking doors. Angela, it seems, has also been requesting to go back to Mark, even after refuting his requests to be paid for her.
You believe that he owes the money, £600 left, correct?
Yes, Judge.
You believed it had a value, you promised to pay, and you didn't. That's straightforward. I don't need the assistance of Angela to say to you, sir, this court awards you £600.
Thank you, Judge.
Do you think a doll can become so possessive of its owner that it can control their every move? Or is this just a case of a crafty con artist looking to skip out on the bill? Maybe something is truly sinister at play. You decide. Whether the cursed objects shown this evening are of myth, urban legend, or fantastical paranormal occurrences is for you to decide. I hope I haven't left you eyeballing your shelves and contemplating your latest thrift shop purchase. But if I did, get in touch. Tell us about your possessed possession, and maybe we'll feature it right here on Haunted Objects.
Thank you for listening to Haunted Objects, brought to you by Resurrection Films, hosted by Evan O'Hare, and produced by Shawnee Elise Cook, directed and edited by Jason D. Morris, written by Carly Street, Mark Francisco, and Jason D. Morris, co-produced by Troy L. Foreman and Jason Hewlett, executive produced by Resurrection Films and Berg Garabedian. Haunted Objects was originally aired on the Paranormal Network for Joe Blow Media Inc.